The first thing the learner's going to see is the title page. This will be followed by the timeline for Mesopotamia. This time was 3000 BCE to 300 BCE and was also called the Cradle of Life. The first settlers were the Sumerians, followed by the Akkadians, then the Babylonians, then the Assyrians, and finally the Persians. I do have places for pictures here. There will be a summary, and then there will be a matching quiz that will match the time and the culture. If you get it wrong, you're going to have to start over at the beginning, the whole entire timeline again. If you get it right, you get to move on. Learners will then move on to the history of Mesopotamia. There will be pictures and videos. We'll learn about how it became the cradle of life through mythology and history. Then there will be a 5 to 10 question quiz. If you get it wrong, you start over. If you get it right, you'll move on. Next will come the history of the spice trade itself. We'll look at some maps and pictures. We'll see spices as a commodity, the trading cultures, and the trading routes. Then there will be a summary, followed by a 5 to 10 question quiz. If you get the quiz wrong, you'll have to start over. If you get it right, you'll go on to the next section. In the next section, we're going to learn about the actual individual cultures. We'll learn their mythology, their history, and culture, and their religion. There will be pictures and maps of that time frame, followed by a summary. There will be a 5 to 10 question quiz. If you get it wrong, then you start over. You get it right, you get to move on to the next section. This section is the spices. You'll learn their name, description, usage, planting and carrying, harvesting, preparation, and then storage. Then you'll move on to the next herb. There are many herbs in each section, so depending on where you are, once you hit the last herb, you'll see the summary. You'll have a matching quiz. If you get it wrong, you'll start over from the very first herb. Get it right, you go on to the next time frame. If you'll notice, all of these sections are actually the same. The only difference is the name of the section. I'm going to go ahead and zoom it out a little bit more so that you can see a better view of it. Okay, so here we are. Each section looks the same. The only thing that's different is the name. This is the Akkadians. Of course, the pictures, you'll learn their history. You'll take the test. You'll go on to the herbs. You'll move all the way through, however many are in that section. Again, you'll have a summary over the herbs. You'll have to match the herbs together. And then you'll go on to the Babylonians, and again, the same process. You'll learn their history, you'll learn mythology, their culture, their religion, you'll take a test, you'll move on to the spices that are for that area. You'll make sure that you pay attention to the herbs and spices, and then once you get them all down, you get them right, you move on, you get them wrong, you go back. And it's the same way through each of the different eras, this one being the Assyrians. You'll go on the same way as you did with all the other sections, and you'll take your quiz, and then you'll move on to the Persians. Once you're in the Persians, everything is the same until you hit that last quiz. If you get everything wrong, of course, you'll go back to the beginning and learn herbs again. If you get it right, you move to a summary. This summary is actually over everything that you've learned, and then there's a 25 question quiz. If you get it wrong, go back to the summary. The summary will have everything that you need to know in that quiz. Once you've passed the quiz, you can move on to get your test results. Once you have your test results, you'll be given the option on whether or not you want to take a course survey. If you take the survey, once you're done, you'll be led to the credits. If you don't take the survey, you'll still go to the credits. And once you're done with the credits, this module will be completed. This is the flowchart for my new module. I look forward to your feedback and your comments.